Everybody, and welcome to a game called Card Hunter. And this game is basically playing a board game in a video game. And it also has some dialogue, so I will. So I will be talking a bit more than usual. So let's get started. Okay, let's do Green Fangs challenge. My older brother Melvin has been telling me how great it is. Your party has survived the undying marshes, following the ancient map to the Goldleaf Blade. Now approaching the blood-soaked altar of the Lizardman's shrine, they brace for a final assault. In battle! Cold-eyed lizardmen pour forth to defend their temple, commanded by a skeletal apparition. Play your cards to defeat your enemies. Fireball is the best ball. And in this case, it just so happens to hit 2 people. Idris detonates a fireball. Sick transit eyebrows. And so that did both damage to both of them and gave them a burning effect, which will force them to take damage every turn. And there are different types of moving cards. So I will use Walk as my dwarf to get ahead here. And then he uses a Chop, and my Shield Block roll doesn't work. But instead of blocking all the damage, I might be able to just remove some with my Hardy Mail. And so now, to the same person who just did that to me, I will chop him. And then I got a star because I defeated him. And now, one of probably my favorite cards in the game is this one. The Reaching Swing. Add 3 to block rolls against his attack. And also, this can reach out farther than a lot of other weapons. And as you can see now, armor in your hand reduces damage automatically if you roll high enough. And since I did, it removed the damage I took. And so the only attack I have left belongs to my Elven Wizard, which is Sorceress Bolt. And so, the Sorceress Bolt I have used on that turtle thing and killed him. And now there is a bunch of combos in cards, but you'll see that in future episodes if you want to see more. And this is called the Swarming Attack, and this does quite a bit of damage. And I can also pass. And since I have no attack cards, I'll just keep on passing until I can do something about it. Oh, yay, teleportation. So the priest has an ability that is heal. And, well, you guess what it does. It heals. Oh my. Okay, so now that he has discarded, and since we didn't have any cards to discard, we don't actually have to delete any of our cards, but probably the strongest card in the game lies within dwarves. Oh no, he trips. That's perfect. Now, this thing here called Obliterating Chop. As you can see, it does 10 damage, so since it does 10 damage, that's a lot, and I actually got a really good amount there. Blocks, as you can see here, will completely negate all damage if you roll high enough. And the best card in the game for losing damage is parry, because it only takes 2 or more. And also you can tell if something will completely block or if it will just reduce the damage. Shields completely deflect all of it. Armor pieces, they only make it so that basically it's a defense card. But some cards like parry and shield block, they can only be used once. But stuff like the hardy mail can only be gotten rid of by somebody else's card or by discarding it. And the strong hack by my dwarf here almost kills Bongo, is that? No, Bongo's my guy. But now I can use this Force Bolt to do 1 damage there. And also, something about this game that I like, it points out the differences between like these different people. Like dwarves are slow, so they can only get runs from different equipment. Humans can have runs, but can only get dashes from equipment. And same with the dwarf for dashes. But elven people, they can get walks from equipment, and they can get runs, but they have the normal highest of dash. The strong bash will finish this fight. And I have a stopwatch here, just in case, so that I can actually tell how long I've been recording. And as you can see, this is not the beginning of the game, because this is like really good gear, not to mention actually having the ability to have gear. Wow, a legendary drop. Drag and drop the gold leaf blade onto the empty weapons slot. Now, as you can see, it'll show you, your equipment will show you what it gives you. This gold leaf blade gives me an obliterating chop. I guess those are perforating strikes, a strong hack, and a parry. And you can see this here. By equipping the gold leaf blade, Borgo puts some great new cards in his deck. Onward! Oh no! As you lift your prize in celebration, a terrible rumbling shakes the temple. The stones themselves seem to cry out in terror as the caustic reek fills the air. Green Fang is here! And Green Fang is a dragon. Beware Green Fang's acidic breath, and use your new cards to avoid his armor cards. And I actually know several of his armor cards, and one of them is Strong Hide, which is really good. Also, as you can see here, this Move 5 charge that Borgo has is actually even faster than a dash. But I won't send in Borgo because he only has 1 attack card. But also, if there is no die option, if it's an armor or defense card, that means no matter what, it will activate. Also, his move card is Fly, which allows him to move to any of those squares. But I will send in... however, send in... Oh no. So I'm going to use Borgo's, Perforating Strike. That does 5 damage. But he has a Dragon Claw ability that does 7 damage. But my reliable mail will always give me 2 armor, reducing 2 damage. But however, my mage's Power Spark does 3 damage. So but as you can see now, it's a resistant hide. This armor grants immunity to fire, poison, electricity, and acid, which is like all of my mage's abilities, except... Oh no. This card becomes a terrain attachment. The terrain remains on the board and affects anyone standing on it. And the acid jet, as you can see, it says linear. Affected squares become acid terrain. Stop. At the start of each round, occupant discards all armor cards and takes 3 acid damage. So if I don't want to lose that reliable mail, that's gonna be bad. And as you can see there, each terrain attachment can only have one terrain. Oh geez, 8. It can only have one thing, so I could override it with another. Or is it the other way around? I know, but this penetrating bolt, however, is one of my mage's moves that actually can get through his resistant hide. I hate that move. No. I'm just charging away. And as you can see, because I was on the acid, it makes it so that it's much harder to actually move and escape. Attack skill, what? Draw a card. Discard that card unless if it is an attack card. Repeat until you have drawn 2 attack cards or drawn 6 cards. Oh geez, yep, I'm using that. So I got Strong Hat and Perforating Strike. So if only Green Fang would come over here because I don't have a move card. I am gonna get my priest guy. Oh geez, yeah. Borgo really needs a heal. And now I will end the round. But since I have 3 cards, I have to discard 1, and I'm not getting rid of my reliable mail. Ooh, I forgot about that. Oh yeah, those massive jaws are bad. However, I can use this cleansing burst, which will do this. Ding ding. But now I need to get this guy out, because he is going to be really killed in a few seconds if he's not. Also, there are like effect cards, if you can call them that. Like this one here, Boiling Armor. Target character discards all armor cards, so that means I can get rid of his resistant hide. And there goes my humane priest. But I can also use this Sorceress Bolt, which will do 4 damage. Now my Hardy Mail failed, but if it hadn't, I would have taken no damage whatsoever. But I'm now going to walk onto this acid, I know. I will take this chop and take it to Green Fang. Now we'll take the Strong Hack and take it to Green Fang. leaving him with only 5 health left, to the point of where I could easily just completely destroy his face with something like a strong hack. Victory! Onward! With a terrible roar, Greenfang crashes onto the temple floor. The Viridian Dragon's long reign of terror is ended. Woo! That was great! Gary! What are you doing? You kids can't play Greenfang's challenge with my party!
Wrong.
If you want to play with my card hunter set, you have to start at level 1.
Oh.
Yes, Melvin. Sorry, Melvin. So that means... Sorry about that, Oliver. I had to create a new account, and I already have 3, so I went with Oliver II, which is Oliver II. My brother says we have to start again with some new characters. The Orc's Head Tavern. Let's see, our tale begins in Cardhuntria, in the musty, dusty Orc's Head Tavern. An old man staggers through the door, blood streaming from his side. Help! Monsters are attacking the village! Who will save us? Click a tab to choose a dwarven, human, or elven warrior, then recruit one. Now, the only difference between the classes are dwarf warriors have high health and low movement cards. Elf warriors have low health and high movement cards. Human warriors have medium health and medium movement cards. And now I have never taken a human or elven warrior. I've always taken a dwarven warrior. However, this time I think I'll go with a human warrior. Grimmel, no. Hallelujah, it's raining animals. So how about Firestorm? Firestorm hears the call to adventure, strides over from the bar and pledges to help the old man.
Yay.
It's time for your first adventure. Click exit to return to the map. With his last breath, the old man gasps and points toward the nearby village of Omelette. And sadly, this is where I will... What? I didn't know I could type. No.
Yeah.
Please stop. Okay, never mind. I'm not going to stop it there. I have to do this. Oh. Can I please? Hopefully this saves. I don't know. That's just gonna be the end of the video. It's already been an 18-minute long video. So I hope you had a good time watching, and I will see all of you in the next video. Goodbye.